Hey YouTube, Ultimate RC Racer here. Going to be doing a review on my Traxxas Stampede VXL. What I'm going to basically do for all my reviews now, just so you guys know, I have a little cheat sheet that I guess the camera doesn't want to pick it up on my phone, but I just have a little cheat sheet down so I don't stumble. It just makes it easier for me, and it makes the video a lot more entertaining. Just from the last one, way improved from my other ones. But anyway, as of the factory setup, the rear, the shocks were they had too much preload, and from that, it was actually where the ride height was jacked up so much, and then there was more preload added to that, so therefore stiffening the springs. So the Traxxas was to have the same spring rate for the rear shocks, but just a shorter spring itself. That would make the rear suspension that much better and almost perfect, other than you just having to dial it into where you drive it. But as a factory setup, it was very, very good, almost spot on. When it comes to handling, at higher speeds, it's not as squirrelish as the Fortec. It doesn't tend to like to move as much. It could be a bit more agile at higher speeds, but at high speeds you're mostly going to be going just in a straight line, or at least most people I see doing that are going in just a straight line, but that's just my opinion on that. When it came to the stock tires, as you can see, mine are aftermarket. These are the Pro-Line trenchers with Desperado rims. The stock tires are the Traxxas 2.8 Talons. Well, 2.8 for the rim size, Talon being the tread. Like almost every single RTR tire, they were pretty hard, the tires, but they were still usable though. I still recommend, if the tire, well, sorry, let me rephrase that. When it comes to RTR tires, most of the times they don't tend to be that great. Some cars are unusable the tires are unusable, they are that bad. Some cars have amazing tires. The Traxxas ones, they were usable. They weren't great, but they weren't bad. They're okay, but you don't have to replace them right away, but I would recommend it if you want to get more traction out of them. These tires, they just don't grip that well in sand or snow. Sand a bit better than snow, but I've been on like kind of a medium hardish kind of playground sand basically is what I've driven this on. Performance wise, this thing has a crap load of torque. I'm actually very pleased with the way this car performs. Has a lot of torque, a lot of power, a lot of speed. I like how everything on here is waterproof. You can run through mud, snow, water, and not worry about the electronics getting damaged. But if you do go through water, you should, and if you don't, you are going to regret it. The hardware on here is not stainless steel, so it will rust. If you do not want it to rust, there is a company called, I believe it's called Hex Screws. They make, or Hex Screws, it's something along those lines, but they make aftermarket screw sets for cars. They make RC cars though. They have a set where you can upgrade your hardware to all hex keys, well, hex hardware, or you could get it with hex hardware with the black oxide, or you could get it with stainless steel. I would recommend the stainless steel only because you don't have to worry about the metal hardware rusting if you don't get all the water off. Although I still would recommend it. It handles pretty good durability wise. Caster blocks and axle carriers, they can be stronger. Okay, so just to let you guys know ahead of time, running kind of short on time for this video. So what I'm going to do, I'm still going to continue the review though. I'm going to make a 2-part series for this car for the review. So this is just going to be part 1. Don't worry, I'm still doing part 2, so there's nothing to worry about. The one thing that I think the car lacks, when it comes to off-roading, with bumpy terrain, very bumpy terrain, and when there's a lot of rocks, as you can see, divoted, or has a angle in it, it will be more likely to get caught on rocks than cars that have a flat bottom chassis. Let's see. Okay, so I'm kind of running short on time for this section of the video, so I'm going to stop right here, clean up my workbench a bit, and then get right on to the next video for the part 2 of this. Just like or comment, like or dislike, comment below. Any questions, feel free to post them. I will do my best to answer them to my best ability. If you have any requests for future videos, just leave them in the comments section, and I will see what I can do to actually be able to do those videos. So, hold tight. Gonna start up the second video right after I stop the camera. So, take it easy.